Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, January 24th. We're going to introduce a young lady who is making her first appearance on Radio Friends. She sent me an email about, 2 or 3 months ago, and she said, I'd like to come on and talk about the healing power of writing songs. You know, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now. Many of us are depressed or we feel isolated. You can put words down on paper and make yourself feel better just by expressing yourself. I want to introduce you to Aimee Marie. Good to have you here, Aimee.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me.
Now, you're a songwriter, you're a singer, you're a performer. But in that email you sent me, you said, I really want to try to help people who are feeling depressed and lonely as we're going through this COVID pandemic. How does writing a song make somebody feel better?
Well, for me, as an example, I struggle with anxiety and depression. And a few years ago, when I'd always had an interest in writing songs, but I guess it was about a decade ago, when I had a profoundly emotional experience that was due to depression and anxiety, and I honestly felt my world spin, and I questioned my reason for being here. And in that moment, I fell to my knees and I started singing a song that came from inside me, a song about pain and a song asking for help and for guidance. And I know that it saved me in that moment. And so as soon as I could, I wrote it down and figured out an arrangement to play it, and over the years have performed that song and had so many people come and tell me that they related so much to the examples of brokenheartedness and sadness that I expressed in that, and that they could feel their own, just almost somebody understanding where you've been when it seems so dark makes such a huge difference. And so after that, I started encouraging everyone around me to write as much as they could, even people who don't think they can write. And if you don't feel comfortable writing songs, I think you should write in a journal or write your thoughts, write down funny things that occur to you, write down memories that you have, or write down visualizations of experiences you would like to have. But I think in all that creative flow, you really get connected to yourself and to your inner voice and your intuition, much less being a part of that universal creative flow is very healing and powerful.
When you said the song just came to you, the first thing that popped into my head is that you had some divine intervention there. It didn't just come to you, it was being fed to you.
I agree.
You were listening to your inner self, which is in connection with everything out there.
I agree.
And I think a lot of times if people would listen to that little inner voice that's telling us what is right and what is wrong, we end up in a better place.
I agree.
And that's, I've always found, and I don't want to get off the subject talking about me, but I've always found that if I listen to what my instinct tells me, 99 and 9/10% of the time, it's right.
Absolutely.
Go with what the instinct says, even if it doesn't seem like it's the practical thing to do.
Right.
Sometimes you have to turn off the practical and listen to what the inner voice says.
That's the hardest thing about trusting your instinct, is often things you've learned along the way or common sense would tell you that what you think about that situation is probably, you feel like, in my cases, sometimes I don't even want to talk to others because I don't want to sound crazy. But then the times I haven't trusted that instinct and things have gone exactly as I had felt they would, it's very profound, and it will teach you to listen to your inner voice much closer.
Agree. Oh my goodness! I'm so glad to hear you say that, because it's happened to me many times. You put it sometimes, and I'm not saying to be just go out and do stupid things,
Right.
but sometimes you have to put aside what looks like common sense and listen to what that inner voice is telling you to do.
Absolutely.
Now, you've done this with your songs, and that one song that you said so many people have related to, that's important, and that's got to make you feel good. That the fact that you listened to what was coming out of you. You also host a monthly Songwriters
Circle. Yes,
Circle.
I do.
Well, so what is that?
I am sponsored through Nashville Songwriters Association International. That's a nonprofit group from Nashville, and they have monthly meetings, and I was chosen to be a coordinator for our region. Myself and TC Elliott are co-coordinators of our local chapter. We meet the second Wednesday of every month from 6:30 to 8:50. We meet on Zoom, and we share songs, we talk about ideas, we get song suggestions for the next month. We collaborate with each other. Some people come in that can't write music, but they have beautiful lyrics, and we'll help them meet some musicians to help them take their songs further. So yeah, and also you don't have to be a member of NSAI to attend that. However, people that want to pursue songwriting as a profession or as a hobby, NSAI offers a lot of resources to help amateur songwriters become professionals.
So is there a cost for this?
If you want to join and use the resources, it's $20 a month. So I guess that's a $240 a year membership.
But if you want to
But if you just want to come to my meetings and share songs, and that's free.
Okay, so what do you do to get in on the Zoom meeting?
So it's easiest to find me on Facebook under Aimee Marie, which is AIMEE Marie, and that's my songwriting page. You can message me
So go to Facebook and look for Aimee Marie, and then you can sign up to be part of the Zoom meetings.
Yes.
On a monthly basis, and there's no charge for that.
Right.
So does that mean they can share their songs on those Zoom meetings?
They can, absolutely.
So if somebody's written a song or lyrics, but they don't know about the music to it, you can share that, and maybe you come up with somebody who can help you out.
Absolutely.
Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. And when again is it?
Tomorrow is my meeting for this month, Wednesday at 6:30 to 8:50 p.m.
Okay.
And for anybody that might not have Facebook, there is an NSAI website they can go to and find the region that we're in, and there will be a link there to the Zoom meeting also.
Okay, you can just go to Google and Google Aimee Marie, Songwriter, and all that information will come up. Aimee, thank you so much for coming by today. It was a pleasure meeting you, a pleasure talking with you, and I can see that we think along some of the same lines there, even though I'm not a songwriter or a singer.
You're a talent, and it's been an honor to be here,
thank you.
Paul.
Something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. It's pepperpmissouri.edu. Bye-bye.